Something that is appealing is our final act tonight. She's a very sexy woman, and I get locked in a radio studio with her about once a month. But what happens on tour stays on tour, so I can't say any more. But I'm going to introduce her now. She is the fabulous and amazing Miss Sara Mason!
Keep that going.
Yay!
I only do it for the applause. I have such low self-esteem that I have to go out 5 nights a week to rooms full of strangers and try and get them to laugh and applaud at me. I wish that were a joke, but it's not. People often say, "Are you Jerry Hall?" Mum. Jerry Hall's mum. I'd like to be Jerry Hall though. I'd love her wardrobe. Do you know she's got a separate house to keep it in? 2 houses together. That must be a bit inconvenient in the middle of the night, having to nip next door in winter every time you need a new pair of undies. But Jerry's quite topical at the minute, isn't she, with her recent marriage to Rupert Murdoch? Would you like to be married to Rupert Murdoch?
I think so.
No, nor would I. He's not cute, is he?
No.
No, not appealing. No. Not sexy.
No.
Well, unless you find... Well, anyway, if I could beam Jerry down here, in the words of Mrs. Merton, I'd ask her, "Now tell us, Jerry, what first attracted you to 85-year-old billionaire Rupert Murdoch?" I think we know, don't we? Jerry doesn't do poor. Now, ladies, give me a cheer or make some noise if you've ever been out with a poor man. Oh, fess up, come on. And gentlemen, make some noise or give me a cheer if you are or have ever been a poor man. You're not being honest, more noise. So Jerry Hall would never fuck you. No. Look around you. There's plenty of other women who would. In fact, I never seem to go out with rich men. I think it's because I think they're going to want to own me and manipulate me. And I'd much rather own and manipulate them. Am I right?
Yay!
Am I right, ladies? We like to be the boss, not the other way around. If I earn more than him, that's a good thing. Definitely, exactly. So, in fact, I didn't like Jerry's other husband, her previous husband, Mick Jagger, because I hate men who are skinnier than me. And I don't know how Jerry could ever have had sex with him. Imagine having to suck off a man who can't get no satisfaction. You'd get cramp in your cheek. Or repetitive strain injury in your tongue. Is anybody old enough here to remember that Mick Jagger used to go out with Marianne Faithfull?
Yes.
Oh, where did that yes come from? Oh, very good. And do you remember the rest of that urban legend?
Oh, yes.
Oh, come on, tell us.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, tell us. Give us a hint, a clue.
Well, the Blue Mars bar, I think.
Yes, it wasn't a Snickers, was it?
No.
Oh, you know
I heard about this.
about the Mars bar. Yeah, so I'm going to have to... I always try to get someone in the audience to tell you so that I don't have to. But I'm going to have to. Apparently, Marianne used to stick a Mars bars up her pussy, snatch, twat, Minnie, minch, cunt. All right, let's say it. Come on, cunt. We've all got one. I mean, even when it's not being used, we've all got one. Even why are we so afraid to talk about it? In the lesbian comedy shows, they talk about their vaginas. That's even worse, isn't it? I think that we should reclaim the word cunt. What do you think? No, you don't like it. So what word do you like? Lady bits? Mint. What?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. My whatever.
Yeah.
Down there. It's a problem, isn't it? I mean, we've all got one, even if it's not big, if you haven't used it for ages, you've still got it. But what shall we call it? I've killed the room. Women don't like to talk about it, but we're lucky. You haven't got one. No, if he had one, he'd talk about it all the time. I've gone off track, off piste. So, in fact, the urban legend is that Marianne Faithfull used to stick her Mars bars up her, and Mick would lick or chew it out. But Jerry Hall looked grossed out in the audience. She's about to be sick. But Jerry Hall refused, flat out. She was way too classy for that. She insisted on a box of black magic. And Mick was stoned, so he forgot. She sent him out in the middle of the night to the petrol station, and he came back with a box of dairy milk. But he tricked her into believing it was black magic, and that's where he got the inspiration for his song Paint It Black. Okay, I'll get off the pussies. No more pussy talk. But apparently also there was, I'm back on it now. Apparently the police came round once because they'd been hiding drugs in the Mars bar. It gives a whole new meaning to a Mars a day helps you work, rest and play. Yeah, I've just broken up with my boyfriend. Aww. No, it's good. I wanted to break up with him. And then I've kept asking him to come and pick his stuff up. And after a couple of weeks, he finally came over and he said, do you want to have breakup sex? And I said, don't you mean make-up sex? And he went, whatever, do you want to have sex? Now, isn't that the most geezer thing in the world? Come on, ladies, would you have breakup sex? Would you? Who said yes? Which one said yes? Oh, you'd have breakup sex.
She'd have any sex.
Really? Any sex at all? That's good. Fair enough. No, you see, I thought he was being very geezerish. And so I said, I don't want to have sex. He goes, oh, well, give me a call if you change your mind. Which is what I think men are like. Oh, it's amazing to be so close to you here. Wow, I can actually see your faces. Or there was a lot of people here and they've all gone. Curry. A Ruby Murray. I love a curry, actually. After 3 pints of cider. So I'm so classy. I actually grew up in Beverly Hills. When I was 10 years old, my parents emigrated to Beverly Hills. Can you actually still see me? Am I still in light?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. So I went to school with the rich and the famous' kids, with Diana Ross's kids, with Tony Curtis's kids, with Mickey Mouse's illegitimate kids. That was Jerry Mouse and Stuart Little. Now, Dean Martin's daughter, do you know who Dean Martin was? The Rat Pack? So his daughter Gina, not only was she beautiful and caked and stunning figure, but she had her own Jensen sports car, and a diamond bracelet on her arm, great big baguette diamonds, spelling out the letters of her name, bitch. I had a macrame bracelet made out of string, 3 little beads. I made it myself. I looked completely piss poor. I wasn't cool. I was so much weirder than Ugly Betty. But my brother, he was so cool. He managed to get arrested at primary school. 9 years old for drug dealing. Impressive, eh? My parents were so upset, they weren't celebs, but they used their influence, and then they had to let him go, because it was kitchen herbs, oregano, parsley, catnip. Fond memories, eh? Misspent Beverly Hills youth. You know, when we first got to America, we moved 8 times in 2 years. But my brother's career as a drug dealer blossomed. He went from possession with intent to supply fake drugs to cultivation of real drugs. And he germinated Acapulco gold seeds in little pots and put them on the roof of the Beverly Hills home. This is absolute truth. And my dad, the very eminent UCLA professor, could be heard to say, "Isn't it nice how your brother takes an interest in horticulture? He loves his plants." I felt like saying, "Yeah, Dad, he loves smoking them and selling them," but shtum. One day, 3 helicopters arrived. 2 landed on the roof and 1 landed in the back garden because they'd seen the herbaceous border on the infrared and they wanted to arrest my dad. And then it all came out that it was his 13-year-old son, carted off to juvenile hall, young offenders unit. He even went to the Jewish rehab. You didn't know they had a Jewish rehab, did you?
No.
No, nor did I. It was weird though, because he wasn't even Jewish. Now, you would think, wouldn't you, after 18 months in Jewish rehab, he'd come out a rabbi. Or at the very least, Orthodox. No, he came out a heroin addict. It was kosher heroin though. Fond memories of Beverly Hills. Now you know why I absolutely don't believe that money equates love or even happiness. But I know we're brought up to believe that. But from what I saw growing up, it didn't equate that at all. And although I've got a daughter, I sent her to a posh school. And the first time she got invited round to one of the kids, I went round there. It was Hampstead, a £15 million house, and I thought, wow, she'll be a bit surprised when she comes to my little cottage, 2 up, 2 down. And indeed the lady was. When she arrived, she phoned me on the mobile phone. She goes, "I think I'm in the wrong place." I said, "No, you're in the right place." But because kids don't care if you're rich or poor, do they? I never used to. In fact, it's come in. Sit down. In fact, it's more exciting if you're rich and you've got poor friends. They're more real, I always thought. And when my daughter's friends would come round, I'd let them stay up. I'd keep them up till 3 in the morning, and then they'd be begging to go to bed. "We're tired," and I'd say, "Just one more game," and they loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I'd let them have chocolate ice cream in my car, chocolate ice cream all over the car. They couldn't do that in their Mercedes with their dad. He'd have gone nuts. I'd take them out, get them home at 1:30 in the morning on a school night. Nowadays, my daughter says, "Mummy's very sweet, she's so eccentric," and she wants a good job. So, in fact, if you want your kids to have a good job, tell them to grow up to be an actress or a comedian. And they'll definitely become a doctor or a lawyer or go into the city. For sure. If you tell them to be a lawyer or a doctor, no, they'll be an actress. Definitely. Have we got any parents here? Whoa, lots. How many kids have you got? Yes, lovely lady. 2. Wow. How old are your kids?
They're 12 and 8.
God, you don't look old enough to have 2 kids. What? You were 16 when you had your first one?
15 technically.
Wow. But you've got a stunning figure. Oh, doesn't she? What?
Surgery.
It wasn't.
No.
Is she telling the truth?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
I was 20 stone.
I don't believe it. Is this true?
Yes.
Are you friends? Are you all friends? Was she bigger?
Yes.
She's a liar. book an appointment.
Same one as Michael Jackson's surgery.
It didn't work so well that you didn't have any surgery, did you? Oh, I don't. I'm supposed to be pulling the wool on your eyes. But I'm so gullible, I believe anything. It's true, that's how my brother talked me into smuggling drugs for him. When I was 16. Because he knew that I was underage, right?
Same, yeah.
And if you're underage in America, if you get busted for anything at all under the age of 18, when you're 18, they wipe it off your record.
Woo.
Which was way too good a business opportunity for my brother to miss. Yeah, and it was a really bad idea. He was talking me into smuggling drugs for him, transatlantic, from England over to America. What a bad idea, because I did it. And my mum bought me a plane ticket. I was studying, I was at RADA, which is a drama school, you might have heard of, some of you. Don't send your daughters there. They'll end up on a stage in Merton doing comedy. I'm joking. I'm living the dream as a comedian. They're absolutely, jets to Edinburgh, not likely. But I don't take the megabus. No, I have to have standards. The megabus is, this is my favourite joke at the moment. Never mind Beverly Hills. It's topical. What's a Muslim's favourite meat? Is lamb. It's a good joke, isn't it? And it's not racist, it's not bigoted, it's nothing. What's your favourite joke? Okay, sorry to put you on the spot. Which comedian have you liked the best?
You.
Oh, that's not even true. That is so not true.
My girls got killed like that.
What?
My little girls, when I was waiting for her,
In a kilt like that?
Yes,
Yeah, I did too.
know.
Mutton dressed as lamb.
No.
It is.
No.
Totally mutton dressed as... At least I'm younger than Jerry Hall.
Yeah.
But she's got all that money. Look at her. No, I don't. She's and oh God, it's a shame, really. No, it's not. It's not a role model, is it? No. Who is a role model? Do we have any? Go on. Who's a role model?
Theresa May.
Oh, no. Theresa May, I wish she would. I just wish Theresa would, not Theresa May. It's so boring. Theresa May, when? I feel with Theresa May that we've been hiding her all these years, under a cupboard, just hiding her. She's been hidden for so many years, right? And then suddenly, in a crisis, in a terrible situation, Theresa, come out now. Theresa, we've got a job for you, Theresa. Isn't it? That's Theresa May. And she's stuck there. We don't know what she thinks. We don't know what she's going to do. All our lives are on hold. It's true. The property market crashing. I'm so lucky I sold my house, the marital home, right before the Brexit, and I was sitting there going, they'll be asking for a reduction. I already have to give the husband 50%, 40%. I bought the house 100%, I'm going to lose more. I was so lucky, so lucky. The sale went through, and then I start looking around. People are begging me to buy their properties. Begging me. Knocking 50,000, we'll buy you a new boiler. We'll replace we'll fix the damp. It's unbelievable, Theresa May. Well, Theresa, do something. It's true, isn't it? That's all improvised. That's all true, though. That's how I feel. Come out, Theresa. Come out, show us. All those years, it was worth it, wasn't it? I write off my script. The improvising is the best, actually, when you're with the people. Don't you feel like your life's on hold? We don't know what's happening now. No decisions, nothing. 100 days, nothing. It's her plan that we're going to go on like this for years on end. We'll all be old. One day, Article 50 will be invoked. Oh, I was a young woman when we spoke of it, but I've become old now. It's true. It's mental. You know, oh, we're a laughing stock in Europe. Now, they're saying, take your fucking hard Brexit and get away from us. Leave. And all these conservatives, each one... Boris Johnson, dear God, the man should be, I want to put a gag in him and beat him. Beat him. Very badly, he deserves it. Doesn't he? What a prat. Liar and a prat. Theresa May put him in the government. She did. God. The wanker, he's in the government. He's our foreign secretary. Laughing stock. Completely. In Europe, he keeps saying things like, we want the single what's it called? We want the single market, but we don't want the immigrants. It'll be okay. We'll manage it. No, we fucking won't. No, speak the truth for once. No, you want the single market. Take the immigrants. They go together, love. Have you not got it? No, it'll all be okay, we're British. When we say something, it happens. We ruled the world once, watch us do it again. No, we're not. We're not Great Britain anymore. Doomed. We're one more nasty little European country. Trying to get our politics up out of the slime. Theresa May. No, she won't. She won't. I would have. You would, wouldn't you? You would. You would, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. We all would, but Theresa, she may. I don't know how my time's doing. I've just sort of gone with the flow and improvised our whole new set. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
The amazing Sara Mason. Well, I think we've had a very